with creating your MRR schedule and the resulting retention calculations. Well, let's talk about that in today's edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. My name is Ben Murray. So taking a reader question from my SaaS community, and again, you can join my SaaS community at the link in the show notes. And Brett was asking, talking about the waterfall and the MRR schedule and dealing with calculating GRR, NRR issues, but have run into troubles just with the layers within MRR. And again, our MRR schedule starts with, well, our MRR waterfall starts with our beginning MRR, new MRR, expansion, contraction, and churn, and then in our ending balance. And maybe you have reactivation in there, depending on if you're charging credit cards, for example. But in this case, they are netting downgrades and upgrades. So they're netting contraction and expansion, which is going to cause trouble. You won't be able to produce a true MRR waterfall schedule where we can then calculate retention, because you need each of those layers distinct to calculate gross revenue retention and net revenue retention. So if contraction and expansion are netted, you would be able to calculate net revenue retention because we're looking at churn, contraction, and expansion in our NRR number. But for gross revenue retention, that would be off and we wouldn't be able to calculate it because we can't isolate the contraction layer within that MRR waterfall. So important when creating your MRR schedules, which then turn into MRR waterfalls, that we need our beginning balance, then new MRR coming in, expansion, contraction, churn, and then ending balance. And then with that, we can calculate gross revenue retention, net revenue retention. I like to calculate on a trailing 3-month basis annualized, and also a trailing 6-month basis annualized. So it's really important to get your MRR waterfall dialed in, maybe segmentation by product line, by ICP, geo, etc., whatever is important for your business. So a little bit about the MRR schedule today. MRR waterfall is so important that we get this dialed in perfectly within our SaaS business. So if you have any questions, feel free to join our SaaS community, ask your questions in there and of your peers, and also subscribe to my newsletter, always addressing topics like this in the newsletter and other metrics. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you do like these and you find these valuable, please rate and review this to reach a broader audience. Thanks a lot.